We are back for some more of our Breezy 5-in-1 special, everybody, the 2020 edition. And our next game is going to be Jeopardy Deluxe Edition on the Sega Genesis. Right now in our bank, we have $1,235,492. And this will also count towards this game 3 of my original run, in which I've won $20,799 so far. Let's win some more. We just played Family Feud for the Sega Genesis and won $15,000. But I don't want to stop now. I want to keep going.
This is Jeopardy.
I'll be him. And for opponents in this game, we're going to have Ian and Karen. Here we go. We have one daily double up there somewhere, and here are the 6 categories.
Here are the categories.
Astrology, science, U.S. authors, fiction, Africa, and finally, March. Alright. I will take the categories as they are. And I start. Africa 100. Ironically, Africa's 3 glacial areas are all near this geographical line. What is the equator?
You are correct.
Africa 200. Term for the African grasslands the giraffes call home. What is the savanna?
You are correct.
Africa for 300. Whew, off and running. 470 years of Portuguese rule ended for this Southeast African nation in June 1975. Southeast, I will say what is Mozambique.
You are correct.
It is indeed Mozambique. Africa 400. Zaire, a country more than 3 times the size of Texas, has only 25 miles of coast on this ocean. What is the Atlantic?
You are correct.
Africa 1000. This South African desert covers half of Botswana and eastern Namibia. What is the Kalahari?
You are correct.
Ran the Africa category and we have $1,500. I will take astrology for 100. The 12 divisions of a horoscope are known by this homie name. I'll give this one to Karen. Nope.
Sorry.
I'll try it and see what we got. What are houses?
You are correct.
Oh, wow. Astrology for 200. Capricorn and these other 2 signs of the zodiac are the only ones with horns. What are Taurus and I'll pick Sagittarius.
Sorry.
No. I know Taurus is 1, but I can't remember the other. See if Karen can get this one. Taurus was correct. We were looking for Aries for the other.
You are correct.
Aries. So Karen is out of the hole and she has some money. Good job. It's the 3rd sign of the zodiac, but it's symbolized by 2 figures. I'm going to say, what is Orion?
Sorry.
No, that's wrong too. Oh, Gemini.
You are correct.
Oh, Gemini is represented by twins. Alright, keep going. Fiction 100. The hero of this Sir Walter Scott saga is the son of Cedric the Saxon. What is Ivanhoe? It's the only one that's coming to mind.
You are correct.
Good. I'll take fiction for 200, please. Much of his east of Eden is set in the Salinas Valley, just east of Monterey Bay, California. Who is John Steinbeck? Whoops.
You are correct.
Let's have U.S. authors for 300. Or fiction for 300, excuse me. Fiction for 300. Answer there, the Daily Double. I'll bet the farm. Here's the clue. One of Nikolai Google's first works was this historical novel of a Cossack and his sons, Ostap and Andrei. Ooh. I don't know.
Sorry.
I did not mean to go all in.
No, the correct response?
Taras Bulba. Ah. We'll get it back, though. We'll get it back. Don't worry. It's early. His Mosses from an Old Manse is called one of the finest collections of stories in American literature. Karen. Nathaniel Hawthorne? Yep.
You are correct.
It's often said that March comes in like a lion and goes out like this animal. What is a lamb?
You are correct.
There we go, we got some money back. March 200. On March 27th, 1964, North America's most intense recorded earthquake, an 8.4, hit this state. What is Alaska?
You are correct.
Let's have March for 300, please. March 19th is a traditional day the Swallows return to this California mission. What is San Juan Capistrano?
You are correct.
I'll take March for 400. According to the Julian calendar, Caesar died on this day in 44 BC. What is March 15th?
You are correct.
And March for 500. This was Inauguration Day in the U.S. until the 20th Amendment changed it to January 20th. And it was March 4th.
You are correct.
Those born under the sign of Cancer are ruled by this heavenly body and are known as its children. What is the moon?
You are correct.
Astrology 500. Well, all the money I lost on the Daily Double, I got it back. The prophecies of this most widely read astrologer of the Renaissance are still read today. Who is Galileo?
Sorry.
It's not Galileo. Down to $900. Ian. Nope.
Sorry.
Nostradamus.
You are correct.
So Karen has $1,300. Let's see where she goes next. This author of Breakfast at Tiffany's wanted Marilyn Monroe to play Holly Golightly. Who is Truman Capote?
You are correct.
U.S. authors 200. At the start of World War II, this author of The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich was a CBS reporter. William Shirer.
You are correct.
Fatty acid salt made from boiling fats or oils with an alkali, often resisted by dirty children. What is soap?
You are correct.
Science 200. This unit of animal power was first used by James Watt. What is horsepower?
You are correct.
Science 300. Of alpha, beta, or gamma rays, these penetrate the farthest. What are gamma rays?
You are correct.
Science 400. These are the main cause of naturally occurring infrasonic waves on Earth. What are tectonic plates? Or earthquakes? Let's just say earthquakes.
You are correct.
Oh, good thing I changed it. Science 500. Science took a leap forward when physicist Max Planck developed this theory about life. What is, what is the quantum theory?
Sorry?
No. No.
Sorry?
Oh, it's just quantum. Oh, it is quantum theory. I misspelled it.
You are correct.
I misspelled it, but that's okay. Alright. He wrote Cadillac Jack and Lonesome Dove after terms of endearment. Oh, it's Larry McMurtry. Oh, okay.
You are correct.
William Soroy wrote the human comedy. This 19th century Frenchman wrote La Comédie Humaine. Oh, Honor de Balzac.
You are correct.
This poet who wrote Old Ironsides was also the dean of the Harvard Medical School. Oh, Oliver Wendell Holmes.
You are correct.
Let's go ahead and look at that last clue. is who wrote Why I Live at the P.O., a comic tale of feuding sisters. Nope.
Sorry.
So we have a tie for the lead right now. Karen and I each have $1,500. Eudora Welty.
You are correct.
Putting Ian at $1,200. So Ian gets to make the first selection as we get ready to start playing the round of
Double Jeopardy. Here are the categories.
weather, big business, geography, the letter G in quotation marks, the circus, Tennessee, history. All right. We'll see how this round plays out. Ian, start with you. Big business, 200. Texas-based department store that publishes a catalog of luxury gifts at Christmas. What is Montgomery Ward?
Sorry.
It's not Montgomery Ward. It's Neiman Marcus. Yeah, I should have gone with that.
You are correct.
Tennessee Walker, named for its distinctive gait and its native state, is this animal? What is a horse?
You are correct.
Tennessee for 400. W.C. Handy, father of the blues, wrote and worked on Beale Street in this city. What is Memphis?
You are correct.
Tennessee 600. Tennessee leads all states in the production of this element used to galvanize iron and steel. Oh, it's zinc.
You are correct.
Jack and Jackie Kennedy lived in this section of D.C. before moving into the White House. What is Georgetown?
You are correct.
Geography 400. The Japanese captured this island 3 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor. What is Guam?
You are correct.
Geography 600. Martin Cruz Smith put this Moscow park on the map with his 1981 bestseller of the same name. What is Gorky Park?
You are correct.
Geography 8. Belgian city that was the site of the signing of the treaty ending the War of 1812. What is Ghent?
You are correct.
And geography for 1,000. Right next to the Ivory Coast, it was called the Gold Coast for nearly 500 years. What is Ghana?
You are correct.
It is indeed Ghana. Yep. So I have $4,900. I ran the geography category. Big business 400. In 1917, Andrew Pansini opened the first one of these in LA at 4th and Olive and charged 5 cents a day. What is a parking lot?
You are correct.
Big business for 600. Former Miss America now selling chicken products under the Chicken by George label. Nope.
Sorry.
Ian doesn't have a clue. Oh, Phyllis George. Phyllis George Brown. Oh, okay.
You are correct.
In 1907, Barnum and Bailey Circus was sold to these brothers. Who are the Ringling Brothers?
You are correct.
Alright, let's go with 400, please. The circus. There are two main types of these in the circus. August and Whiteface. What are clowns?
You are correct.
The circus 600. A Moscow circus act featured these animals trained in the art of juggling with the feet. What are bears?
You are correct.
Let's have the circus 800. One of the two daily doubles? Well, it didn't work out last time, but this is a pretty easy category, so I'm going to make it a true daily double. In circus slang, it's any town where the circus plays, and it's usually for more than one night. What is a stand?
You are correct.
$13,000. The circus 1000. Type of act that was a specialty of the Wallendas. What is the high wire?
You are correct.
$14,000 is where I'm sitting right now, and it's looking pretty good. Big business 800. He's given America many cups of tea, but was unable to win the America's Cup in 5 attempts. Who is Sir Thomas Lipton?
You are correct.
Big business 1000. In 1937, the New York Times started this rival to People magazine. Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry. No, the correct response.
Oh, us. Us. Alright. I'll take Tennessee for 800. The Manhattan Project in World War II was centered in this town near Knoxville, not Manhattan. What is Nashville?
Sorry.
No. Nope.
Sorry.
Oh, Oak Ridge.
You are correct.
Almost all present-day Tennessee originally belonged to this state. Its eastern neighbor. What is North Carolina?
You are correct.
Yep, North Carolina. Good job. $15,000. I'd like history for 200. After World War II, this Austrian capital was divided into 4 occupation zones. What is Vienna?
You are correct.
History 400. In 1965, this country exchanged its red ensign flag for one with a maple leaf motif. What is Canada?
You are correct.
History 600. Control of Manchuria was one issue that led these two countries to war in 1905. And once again, Ian is showing that he doesn't have a clue. Oh, well, neither does Karen for that matter. Well, I don't know this one, so I'm just going to hold back. For some reason, China's coming to mind, and I think the other one is Mongolia. Or it could be Russia.
No, the correct response?
Russia was one, Japan was the other. Alright. Around 100,000 began this in 1934. About 10% survived, and Mao Zedong was one of them. What is the Long March?
You are correct.
History 1000. In 1911, King George V announced India's capital would be moved from this city to Delhi. What is Calcutta?
You are correct.
So we know that the Daily Double, the other one, is in the category of weather. Let's try 200. On some weather charts, DZ stands for this condition. What is drizzle?
You are correct.
400. I'm feeling pretty good with weather, so we're going to go all in again. Whoa. Here's the clue. In absolute terms, it's the amount of water per unit of air. In relative terms, it's a percentage. What is humidity?
You are correct.
Yeah! 600. Atlantic hurricanes first move westward because they're carried by these commercial winds. What are trade winds?
You are correct.
800. Term for what is formed where two air masses at different temperatures meet. What is a front?
You are correct.
Now the last clue. The Traveling Tornado Observatory of the NSSL is named for this Wizard of Oz animal, who is Toto. That'll put me at $37,600, and Ian will not be around for Final Jeopardy, but Karen will, because she has some money. And if we're ready, let's play Final Jeopardy. Category is Roman mythology. I don't know. See how Karen does. 12,400. Underworld figure who was boss of all Down Under, and we're not talking Australia. Who was Hades?
No, the correct response.
No, it's Pluto. Pluto, so I got it wrong. Karen did 2, and she only wagered 1,000. So I'm going to drop down to $25,200, but that doesn't matter. It's still a lot of money. Putting my run at $45,999. Go ahead and cue the end music, please. $45,999 is where we won in the last several games, in the last 3 games. And let's add the $25,200 to the Breezy 5-1 bank, which now stands at $1,260,692. There's still plenty more fun and games to come, and the next one will be up right after this commercial break. Stay with us.